Yesterday evening at approximately 8:15, I arrived home, quickly grabbed my dog, who was 3 years old, a Pekingese, and began walking him. Running into my neighbor, we decided I would walk my dog and come back quickly so we can sit on the stairs and enjoy the weather. I began to walk east on my street, and I was a few houses down when I heard barking coming from the house on my left. Within the few seconds that I caught the husky ripping through the screen window, I tried to grab my dog. I didn't have a chance. The husky ripped through the screen window and came charging at us. My dog ran in front of me to protect me, and the husky dug his teeth into the back of my dog Ninja and began to shake him viciously. I began to scream and kick at the husky while all the neighbors poured out in disbelief. I could hear my neighbors yelling, "Call 911, call the police." I could see them reaching for their phones as I was screaming and trying to get the dog away from Ninja. He wouldn't let go of my dog. I don't know for how long this continued, until finally my dog had become limp in his mouth, and the husky dropped him. I went to grab my dog, and the husky began to charge at me. With the little life that Ninja had, he rolled over and stood in front of me to protect me. The husky dug his teeth in Ninja again and started to shake him like a rag doll. I could hear the neighbors saying they're on hold at 911, that the front desk operator at the local police division had put them on hold. My own screams triggered my PTSD and I went into shock. And I don't remember much until my friend, my neighbor, started to grab my shoulders, try to help me from the street, and continuously called my name. When I came around, Ninja's limp body was in front of me in the road. And as my dog is familiar with my PTSD, he still tried to roll over to direct me home. I grabbed him as he collapsed in my arms, gasping for air, while desperate neighbors were still on hold with 911 and the local police division. They directed me back to my house, where I sat on the steps holding my dog. About 40 minutes had gone by while we're still waiting. One of the neighbors dialed the local division and handed me the phone. I asked the front desk clerk to transfer me to the acting staff sergeant or staff sergeant at the division. After a not very nice conversation, she finally agreed. I explained the situation to the acting staff sergeant, whose response was that I would need to call 911 for a car to be sent. I explained that I have numerous neighbors still on the phone, on hold with 911, and others who had continuously called the local division and were still put on hold. His reply was, I should take my concerns to our city mayor, John Tory, for the delay of response to these calls. My dog is dead. And I can't tell my kids that while this wild dog was attacking and attempted to attack myself and ripped their dog apart, and all the neighbors tried to call the police, that the response is that I need to call the mayor. There's a bit of a problem with his reply. I have a problem with that response. As one of the biggest advocates and supporters of the police service, I have a problem with the 1% who believe that response is acceptable. And I would like a response from the mayor as to what I'm supposed to do in this situation. My daughters still don't know that their dog was viciously attacked and is not at home, and I will have to extend their stay at their grandma's so I can figure what to do with the body of my dog. This is not a political matter. My entire neighborhood and community was requesting assistance. That's all. I like an answer. And I'd like somebody to tell me, what is your best suggestion? And what I should tell my kids? Should I tell them that I have to wait for a response from the mayor?